Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Frigidaire washer drive motor. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new drive motor. The drive motor is what drives the washer. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's failed and the washer is not working properly. In order to get to the part, we have to lift up this washer top. First thing we're going to do is put a piece of tape across the lid so that when we tilt it back, this doesn't fall and bang on the console. Then we're going to take a putty knife, and there's two locking clips, one on each side. All you have to do is follow it in until you hit them. Then you can depress it and twist the putty knife a little bit to release the clip. The one on this side is done the same way. Once you have both tabs released, you can lift the top up. You want to be careful on this one because there's no hinge stops to stop it from falling all the way back. There's these little brackets here, but they aren't that heavy duty. Or you can put a towel across the lip right here and then rest that against the back wall. Or you can make a lanyard like we have to support the top. Now that we have the top out of the way, we can take the front panel off. There's two screws at the bottom. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to take them out. Now that we have the screws out of the bottom of the panel, we have to push the front panel down so we can release the four tabs and pull it out. Once you have it off the machine, you can set it aside. Now that we have the front panel off, we're over here on the right side of the washer. We're going to use a short Phillips screwdriver to remove the screws that hold the shield on. If you need to, you can twist the tub a little bit, make it easier to reach the back one. Once you have both screws out, we're going to carefully lower the shield down and pull it out. There's a capacitor attached to the back of it. Once you have the shield free, we're going to turn it over. We're going to grab our needle nose pliers and pull both wires off. Once you have both wires off, you can pull the shield off and set it aside. Now that we have the shield out of the way, we can reach in and disconnect the wire harness from the motor. There's a little locking tab up here that you have to press and pull the wire harness out. Then we're going to take the wire harness assembly and kind of push it over onto the back side of the motor so it's not in the way when we pull the motor out. Once you have it out of the way, we can reach down and take the belt off. To get the belt off, we're going to take a large flathead screwdriver and push in on the idler pulley to take the tension off the belt. And we can reach in and turn it so it comes off the motor pulley. Once you have it off, you can just let go of the idler pulley. Now that we have the belt off the pulley, we're going to take the idler pulley and push it back out of the way. And you can use a flathead screwdriver or a piece of wood. We're going to take and put it in between the idler and this lip right here on the cabinet. We're going to let that hold the idler back out of the way while we take the nuts off the motor. We can reach in with our 3/8" wrench and remove the 4 nuts that hold the motor down. Now that we have the nuts off, we can lift the drive motor out. Because it's kind of close to the sidewall on the tub, you may have to push the tub over a little bit to give yourself a little bit more room to get it out. Once you have it out, you can pull it out of the washer. Here's the old drive motor next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at appliancepartspros.com. To put the new drive motor in, you may have to push the tub over a little bit to the side, just like when we took it out. Once you have the motor in there, you want to turn it around and make sure that the electrical plug is in the front. And then we can set it down into the 4 holes. Once you have it in place, we can put the nuts on and use the 3/8" wrench to tighten them down. Once you have all 4 nuts tightened down, we can put the belt back on. To put the belt on, we're going to push the idler pulley in. We're just going to use the screwdriver, or you can use your hand to push it in. And then we want to make sure that the belt goes over to the motor pulley. And then make sure it goes into the idler pulley. You can let the idler pulley go. And then we're going to turn it. We want to make sure that the belt goes onto the transmission pulley and kind of get it started on there. And push that around, turning the whole transmission as you go around. The belt should slip onto the pulley. Once you have it on there, you can give it a spin to make sure it's not going to come off. Once you're sure you have the belt on and it's not going to come off, we can reach up and grab the wiring harness for the motor and carefully pull it back over the motor. Once you have the wiring harness on the outside of the motor, we can grab the plug and plug it into the motor. Just have to line it up, make sure it snaps into place. Once you have the harness plugged into the motor, we can grab the orange wires for the capacitor. We can grab the shield that has the capacitor mounted on it and put the wires back onto the capacitor. Doesn't matter which one goes where on the capacitor, just make sure they both go on good and get good connection. Once you have the wires connected, we can rotate the shield over, and we're going to put this lip underneath the outer tub and rotate it up into place. Once you have it in place and lined up, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws back in. If you don't have room, you can push the tub over a little bit so we can put this back screw in. Now that we have the shield in place, we can put the rest of the washer back together. Now we can put the front panel back on the washer. Remember, we have to line up these 4 tabs with the 4 slots on the front of the frame and then lift the panel up to lock it in place so we can put the screws in. Now that we have the panel in place, we can use our Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in that hold it in place. With the front panel back in place, we can go up top and put the top down. Lift up on the top a little bit and remove the lanyard. Then we can lower the top down and snap it into place. Once you have it snapped into place, we can take the tape off the lid. And then you can plug the machine back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by appliancepartspros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.